Hey guys, Nikki here, also known as Azuki. Today I decided to go to 99-cent Ranch and I grabbed a bunch of different snacks from all the aisles, and some things that seem really interesting and some things where I'm like, okay, I don't know if I'm gonna eat this, but I wanted to share the experience with you guys and see what you guys think about this. Okay, so I grabbed a bunch of snacks and they're from different countries, of course, because 99-cent Ranch is an oriental market. It's located in Frisco, Texas, and there's a couple of other places as well. Like there's a bunch of different, like H Mart in Carrollton's pretty cool, and they have really interesting, unique snacks and eats in there, especially like Korean food and stuff. So, but I wanted to share this experience with you guys and see how it goes. So, I grabbed a bunch of snacks, as you can see, and this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna try it out right now. The first snack I have here is like a kind of like a cheese puff. You know what I'm saying? It's a little cheesy. When you open the bag, it immediately, like, the smell of cheese is pretty strong, and I mean it's overwhelming. Like, it's overwhelming. Oh wow. Okay, this is actually not pretty. This is pretty good. This is not bad. It's just a cheese corn puff, right? But the taste of cheese, the flavor of cheese is a lot different than like a Cheeto or something. It's not something I can really describe, but it's different, and it's actually quite enjoyable. It's a little light and fluffy too. Yeah, it's pretty fluffy. Like, it's more airy than anything. It really like melts into your mouth immediately when you eat it. It's actually pretty good. I could easily find myself eating half a bag in one sitting. Okay, so this next snack is kind of like a Jello looking snack. Honestly, it reminds me of flan when I look at it, and it's rice jelly and brown sugar apparently. All right, let's try it. So it comes in this big thing. It's really sticky. Like, immediately when I pulled it out, it was super sticky. The Jello jiggles so much. It's super jiggly. So yeah, this is the portion is actually really big, and I did not imagine how big this would be. It's a whole bowl basically. Itadakimasu! Okay, so the rice jelly has absolutely no flavor. Has no flavor whatsoever. But the brown sugar, it's so strong. It's no wonder they give you so much, because you really do need a lot of that brown sugar in each bite. But the brown sugar makes it really enjoyable, actually. It's not bad. I could actually eat this. Like, I was worried at first when I first saw it. I was like, oh, okay, we'll see. It's actually not bad. All right, the next snack I have is actually, it's crab and salted egg. And it's like these little wafer-looking cracker things. When you open it, you get like this, I don't know how to explain it. Like this really interesting, almost like it reminds me kind of like a waffle almost, but not really. Like the smell of it. It's really interesting. It's very salty. Very, very salty. The flavor of like preserved crab or something is there, and the flavor, it's an interesting flavor. You'd have to try this. But yeah. It's very crabby and very salty. This one I might have to pass on, unfortunately, but I like the crunch that it has, though. It's got a nice crunch, but you know, the texture's there for sure. The flavor, it's a lot. It's a lot of sodium, and the crab flavor is very strong. Okay, this one is a boba milk tea nougat biscuit. I was worried about how the boba in it was gonna turn out because, you know, boba can get kind of hard after a while since it, you know, when it's not fresh, it gets a little bit more rubbery. So I was kind of wondering how this would turn out. Okay. It's got like some goop at the end of it that is sort of just kind of keeps it together. I'm not sure. Yeah, you can see the boba in between too. They look a little hard, but we'll take a bite. Let's see how this is. The crackers are soggy, but a part of me already felt like it would be soggy because boba is it's sort of moist. It needs to stay moist. As I thought, the boba itself is actually kind of chewy, and the flavors, it's conflicting rather. Like I have a flavor of something very floury in my mouth at the same time as like boba. This one, if I have to be honest, I probably would not revisit. Unfortunately, this one's a little out of my palate. It's not in my taste. It's not the type of treat that I would eat again. But I always encourage everybody to try something new. You never know if you're gonna like it or not. So. Ooh, this one I'm really excited for. I've been eyeing this box for like weeks, so I finally got it. And it's a chocolate roll, and it has cream filling in it. It's supposed to be strawberry cream filling. So I can't wait to try this. Wow. Okay. The best way to describe this is that have you ever had a wafer cracker? Except it's round, and it's covered with chocolate, and the inside is wafer, and then the middle part is a strawberry cream, and it's so good. I could eat a whole box. Yep. No. Okay. Yes. This is delicious. Wow. Okay, so I found this green mung bean with Adlay dessert soup. It's a soup. They call it a soup. I'm not sure if there's something have to do with this? I've kept it in my fridge the whole time. There's no instruction if I'm supposed to warm this up. It says soup on it, but I can't tell if I'm supposed to warm it up. I'm looking around and I don't see anything. So I'm just going to do like a little light tasting on this. Wow, there's a very strong smell of mung bean. Obviously, it's a mung bean soup, but okay. As expected. It's almost like just eating straight up beans. So yeah, it gets kind of like in your teeth and stuff. It's not bad, but it's not, if you want something hearty, like something where you'll fill yourself easy, I think this would be it. It's like almost imagine eating Azuki beans, like, but out of a can, what's lightly sweetened and cut up a little bit. That's basically what this is. It's like eating Azuki beans, except mung bean. So it has a bit of there's a little sweetness to it, not too much though. Okay, so this I found very interesting. I actually really wanted to try this. It's buffalo, or it's like a wing flavor. It's supposed to taste like chicken, in other words. So this is for probably people who don't really eat meat and they kind of want an alternative. So let's give it a try. Wow. This is not what I expected at all. Spicy. It's spicy. It definitely it's got a hot sauce on it, obviously. Very peppery. There's a distinct crunch to it. You bite into it and you're like you're crunching into it. Doesn't taste bad though. It's an interesting snack. It's a bit fermented for me though, so it's kind of hard to eat. It's also very salty too. It's obviously been preserved, but I guess if anybody is looking for a savory snack and they don't eat meat, I think this would be a good alternative. It's not bad, but I don't think I could eat the whole thing. I'd be lying to you guys if I said I really wanted to try this one, but I really don't want to try this one. But I said, you know what? You only live once, so why don't you? But I found a preserved egg. Okay, my first initial reaction to this when I grabbed it was that it's very like rubbery, bouncy feeling. It does not feel like like a typical egg. It almost feels fake. It doesn't really feel like a real egg. I just don't know how to explain it. It feels like I have a rubber ball in my hand. Like the texture, everything about it. Like it's just what it feels like to me. So I cut it open, and it has an egg yolk in the middle. And it doesn't really have a smell. It's actually it's very dull. So I wonder what this is going to taste like. What I found weird is that this preserved egg was just hanging on a shelf. It wasn't like a refrigerator or anything like that. But it just kind of felt weird to just see it hanging next to like a bunch of snacks. So, all right, here we go. I couldn't eat it. You have to really like preserved eggs and century eggs and such like that. But you know, that's fine. Century eggs are great and all, but this is like rubber almost. So it was really hard to eat. This one definitely was very hard to eat. The taste is still lingering in my mouth, and my mouth is still burning from the Lotus earlier. The fruit that I was eating. Okay, the last thing I have here is a drink. It is a sugar cane and snow pear water chestnut drink. Now, I'm really excited about this one because this one has kind of like a cute little handle too. You can just like pour it. It's kind of fun. But it comes with a straw, and I always like sugar cane in general. I feel like sugar cane is such a delicious drink. So I can't wait to try this. Let's see. This is actually very enjoyable. Oh, wow. It's got a little bit of a sweetness to it because of the sugar cane. But you definitely can taste the pear and the chestnut. It's actually refreshing. This is refreshing. I would definitely buy a couple of these. Wow. This is not bad. I definitely recommend this one. It's delicious. It's not too sugary. And it's just light. It kind of reminds me of one of those teas that I had recently. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me have a couple of snacks from 99-cent Ranch. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to go back to my office to have a little bit of this Choco Roll because it was so good. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Much love to you guys. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Again, I really appreciate every single person that comes to support my streams on Twitch and my YouTube. So much love to y'all.